Hi, this is Steven.
Hi, it's Sebastian, and today we're going to be talking about Pear Deck. Pear Deck is a tool teachers use to create fun and interactive lessons. It assesses the students formatively and allows students to answer questions, move things around, type responses, draw, use maps, and a lot more. It makes learning lessons more engaging and dynamic. Pear Deck also helps organize both synchronous and asynchronous lessons for students learning from a distance. It boosts group discussions, it keeps tabs on who's participating, and it comes in handy with features like live presentation, screen lock. It attaches a timer to each slide and allows for team chat.
Now, after you make an account, this is the home page that it opens to. Now, here in instructional tools, you see create a Pear Deck lesson with our Google Slides add-ons. This here you can create your own lesson and use Pear Deck for the features. Here, explore our content orchard, whatever how you pronounce that. You can use other teachers' lessons that they created, and you can edit it however you want. Launch a quick prompt. Here in this one, you can launch a quick do now question or a starter to get the students warmed up. And now moving on to practice tools. Here we have two activities. One is called Giant Steps and the other is called Flashcard Factory. These are both games teachers can use to review material before a test. Now, in the home page, on the sidebar, you can see that there is a session history. In the session history, you can revisit all the lessons and games that you have previously used.
Under session history on the sidebar, there's a create a lesson tab. Once you click it, it should open another tab and take you to Google Slides. All right. Once the slides appear, this would be your. You can either import a lesson you have already made or create a new lesson on slides. For this lesson, we'll just use this demo lesson on volume. So once you have your lesson made out, you'd go to extensions, add-ons, get add-ons, and search up Pear Deck. You would then download it from the store. We already have that complete, and we just access it like this. A tab should open on the right side where you can click Start Lesson, and it should take you to the Pear Deck website. The good thing about this is you can make your lesson student paced or instructor paced, and for this lesson we'll do student paced. As you'll notice here, these are the slides that we have made in Google Slides, and this is how the teacher will view the lesson. Because Pear Deck works so well with Google, as a teacher, you want to link your Pear Deck with your Google. So, Google Classroom, I created this classroom just for this lesson on Pear Deck. What you would do is click that, go to Share the Classroom, and then you'd pick the class you want to use this with. I made 350 Pear Deck for this reason. I'd make a new assignment, and we'll say it's a Pear Deck test one. I would then check Google Classroom and see that my students are not able to access Pear Deck by just clicking this link.
After clicking the link on Google Classroom, it brings you to this page. It checks in on you on how you're feeling today. And then it brings you to this page. Now, since this is a student-paced activity, you can choose whichever slide you want to do first. And and since some students may be comfortable answering some multiple choice questions, I can answer this first. Or if other students are more comfortable answering short response questions, they can do this first. Now, and students can either work in pairs, talk to their partners, or work individually. Now, to quick answer this question really quick, 5 times 3. All right, now in the teacher view, you can the teacher can see the responses that the students put As you can see, this is supposed to be a three, a cubed. Um, let's say I want to answer the next one, the multiple choice. The teacher can see the response rates as well. Now that is how you use Pear Deck for an interactive lesson. Now let's move on to reviewing lessons. Reviewing. So if the first activity we have here is called Giant Steps. If you click on Giant Steps, it brings you to this page. For the purpose of this video, we're gonna look up a review activity on volume. Now here you can choose either a big board or a quick play. The two options you get to start this activity is a big board and quick play. The difference between these two is that big board is slower paced and it takes longer. But for this video, we're gonna start with quick play. We're gonna choose a classroom. Oh, we're gonna give the students 45 seconds each, and we're gonna start the live practice. Now, that's gonna bring you to this page. Students will go to this website and click put in this.
The screen on the right would be what would be on the whiteboard. The teacher projects this, so the students would have to take out the electronic device, go to the website, and
After all the students have joined, you click on Let's Play, start the game, and here's your first question. What is the volume of the cone? The answer is here you can see the progress of the students as they work. As you can see, the other this rough rhinoceros is not done yet. Woohoo, we got it right. Here, the results of the question is shown, and the teacher can decide if they want to review the question or if they want to move on to the next question. We will move on to the next question. And as you can see, not all questions are multiple choice. Here we have a short response question. There's also you can also drag the answers. You can also match. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to put some random answer, some response. Let's move on to the next question. Now, as you can see here, there is a timer here. If students need more time, you can always add 30 seconds, add more time if they need. And if they finish early, you can end early. As you just saw, Pear Deck can be used as an interactive tool for students to answer, to put their thoughts onto slides as the lesson is going on. And Pear Deck also provides a great games, Flashcard Factory and Giant Steps that teachers can use to review material before a test is given.
based off our application of how we're using Pear Deck, on the center model, we'd say it's modification. Um, During a regular lesson, it's kind of unheard of for all students to be interactive with the slides, but with Pear Deck, this is a possibility in your classroom. Also, studying with a game in your classroom is not always typical. Of course, there's Kahoot, but the games that Pear Deck offers, they have not only multiple choice but open response questions. And students are also able to study at home. They can study online instead of just using a worksheet.
Affordances. It's interactive. Students are following along with the slides on their own devices. They can add their answers to the slides, and they can answer the review questions on the slides. Feedback is given. When students are playing the review games, they are notified if their answer is right or wrong after everyone has answered. Linked representations. When slides are shared with students, the slides that have a link attached will automatically open, while also keeping the space for the slides. Open-ended learner input. Students can answer questions that are not multiple choice. The different answer types are short response, they can draw, they can also drag options to the corresponding answers. Non-linear access. Students can access the slides and information outside of class.
The possible constraints of Pear Deck is that it's not free. There's a free version, but it doesn't include all the stuff that the premium version include. So the interactivity of students, that isn't at its best with the free version. The premium version does allow the best version for student interactivity. There's also another version that comes with school district and schools, where you as a teacher you don't have to pay, but the school does. It also takes time to create effective presentations. So you are able to take lessons other teachers have made, but say you disagree with the lesson or don't like the way they made your lesson. For you to make your own lesson interactive, it takes some time to create. Also, accessing Pear Deck as a student from your phone may be a little difficult, just because there's so many things to do on the slide as a student. The small screen of a phone isn't gonna help much, so it would be better to use a laptop or a tablet. And it only works with Google. So if you have stuff set up with Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, GG's, set up everything up with Google because that's the only thing that this works with.
Now, connections to educational psychology. UDL. There are student and teacher-paced activities. The teacher can decide if they want to use teacher-directed instruction or have the students work at a slower pace, which also encourages student interactions with each other. The students can also talk to each other as they answer the questions. This is also related to metacognition. Students can use the review from this day to decide what they need to focus more on for the test the following day. This also allows for metacognitive talk in the classroom. Teachers can model their work and students can review this. This is also related to formative assessments. Pear Deck is basically a tool designed to support 100% student engagement. This tool can also be used like one would with the clicker. Teachers can put a question on the slides to summarize the lesson and see where the students are at so they know if they should reteach the lesson the following day or if they can move on.